Have you ever felt completely invisible? Like you're just a ghost drifting through life, and if you disappeared tomorrow, no one would even notice. Lucas knew that feeling all too well. After losing his parents, he was left to fend for himself in a big, unforgiving city. He juggled multiple jobs, working from dawn till dusk, just to afford a tiny room that felt more like a box than a home. Every night, as he collapsed onto his bed, the silence was deafening. There was no one to ask about his day, no one to see the exhaustion etched on his face, no one to know how hard he was fighting just to stay afloat. The weight of his loneliness was crushing, and on his darkest nights, he'd stare at the ceiling and wonder if letting go would be easier than holding on. He felt like his life had hit rock bottom, with no way back up. Then, one bitterly cold winter evening, everything changed. Lucas was dragging himself home after a long shift, his mind numb from fatigue. As he neared a bus stop, he saw a small figure huddled on the bench. It was a little girl, probably no older than 8, crying all by herself. Her backpack lay open on the ground, its contents spilled, and her little hands were a painful shade of purple from the biting cold. Most people would have walked right past, lost in their own worlds. But something in Lucas stopped him. He approached her gently, his voice soft. "Are you lost?" he asked. The little girl looked up, her eyes wide with fear and tears streaming down her face. She managed a small nod, her voice a tiny whisper. "I'm scared. I thought no one would find me." In that moment, Lucas forgot about his own exhaustion, his own problems. Without a second thought, he took off his worn-out jacket and wrapped it around her shivering shoulders. He guided her into a small, brightly lit shop nearby to get warm. He bought her a cup of hot chocolate, called the police, and helped them contact her family. While they waited, he sat with her, telling her silly jokes and stories, doing anything he could to replace her tears with a smile. Before long, the shop door burst open, and a woman rushed in, her face a mask of panic and relief. It was the girl's mother. She dropped to her knees, hugging her daughter tightly, her sobs echoing in the small space. Then, she turned to Lucas. She grabbed his hand, her own trembling with emotion, and looked him straight in the eye. "Thank you," she said, her voice thick with gratitude. "On the worst days, one kind person is enough to help you stand back up." Her words struck Lucas with the force of a tidal wave. He had been helping a lost child, but in that moment, he felt like she was talking directly to him. As he walked home through the cold night air, her words replayed in his mind. One kind person is enough to help you stand back up. He looked at his hands, the same hands that had felt so useless just hours before. He wasn't invisible. He wasn't pointless. He had the power to be that one kind person. He had the power to make a difference. That single act of kindness didn't just save the little girl from the cold. It saved Lucas from his own despair. From that day forward, something inside him shifted. He found a new sense of purpose. He enrolled in night classes, studying with a determination he never knew he had. He saved every spare dollar, slowly but surely building a future. Every time he passed that bus stop, he didn't see a place of loneliness. He saw the spot where he rediscovered his own worth. Years went by. Lucas wasn't just surviving anymore. He was thriving. He became a respected software engineer, a success by any measure. One day, he was invited to give his first public speech. He stood in front of a large audience and shared the story of that cold winter night. He concluded his talk with a simple, powerful sentence that left the entire room in a profound silence. He said, "You don't need to be strong or wealthy to change someone's life. You just need to be kind at the right moment, and sometimes that kindness saves you too." If this story resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support gives me the motivation to create more content just like this. Thank you so much for watching.